It is TGIF once again here at Triple Live Radio Studios. You know, it's hockey season here in Pittsburgh, and last hour, Steigerwald and then we're talking to Rob Rossi, our lead Penguins beat writer. I certainly know how to pick the Rossies. Steigerwald gets Rob, and I get the awesome blonde in a sports bra, pink tank top, and everything else that I could describe. I'm not going to be that creepy guy, at least not right now. Brett Rossi, who is here, and you can have her too. You can forget Rob Rossi. You can have her too. She's at Blush all weekend long. 9th Street downtown. Welcome to Pittsburgh.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great. How's Pittsburgh for you?
Good. The weather is beautiful. Where I come from, it was 102 when I left.
No.
Yeah.
That's a good thing about having the rivers around. We can always get a little breeze.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Nice.
It's a nice change.
So isn't this your first time at Blush here?
Yes, it is. I really like Blush. It's a fun club.
Genuinely, and I've enjoyed it when I've been there. Everybody that comes in, whether you're working there, whether you're being a customer, everybody always says positive things about it. It's got a nice vibe to it. Never any problems. Great setup.
The girls are gorgeous.
Well. I'm not discrediting them, but look. I think.
Well, I don't count. I mean,
count.
but the girls are gorgeous, and I've been to some strip clubs. Let me tell you.
If you have not seen Brett, you can of course see her right now as we're live streaming as always here in Triple Live Radio Studios. We'll have a special video.
This is my casual wear.
I like it. I can only imagine what other wear you have. We'll have a YouTube video in a little bit. You can follow her on Twitter at the Brett Rossi. That's with 2 T's, and also BrettRossi.com.
Yes, but it's not safe for work, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you aren't at work when you peek at that. And if you are at work, then just hide it from your boss.
I got the IT people to actually clear my security wall, and I used it for the reason I had to do some homework. So you've kind of had quite a year from what I've been, because this is kind of like a genuine interview. I've never met you. I'm just learning more about your work. You've kind of like had a hell of a year.
Yeah. Well, I've been in the business for 2.5 years, but I started modeling when I was 14. I worked at the Playboy Mansion as one of Hef's little painted girls. And then it kind of just all spiraled from there. I became Miss Howard Stern TV. Within a year, I became Miss Howard Stern TV, a cyber girl, and then when I became a Penthouse pet, I realized, there's a lot of money in this industry, and then Twisties contracted me, and that's what I've been doing the last year, and I'm getting ready to wrap up this contract and start a new contract.
I love the Twisties.
Thank you,
bling,
my
by the way.
Twisties bling. Yes.
Very nice. You can, of course, see this if you're watching the video right now. I don't know why you would want to choose audio over visual this segment here. Brett Rossi at Blush all weekend long, 9th Street downtown. Everybody ends up at Blush. Great place to go after the Penguins game tonight. So go back to the Playboy Mansion thing. I mean, everybody's probably curious about that. How does one get to be in the Hefner family?
Well, I got really lucky when I turned 18. Mm-hmm. They happened to have the very first casting call at the mansion.
Okay.
That's when the original girls next door were still there. So Holly, Kendra, Bridget still lived there. And Andrea Lowell from the Playboy Morning Show, she just kind of took me under her wing, and then I started going on the morning show at least once a week, and I became a fan favorite. And then I just met people, and I got invited to the mansion, and then I became a painted girl, and hung out at the mansion all the time.
I can see why you're successful there, and you're Miss Howard, because you're obviously gorgeous blonde, but you speak well. You have a good personality.
Thank you.
That's not like always as easy to come by.
Yeah. Then I became a Penthouse pet, and I haven't been invited back to the mansion since. So if you're watching, Hef, hello, do you miss me?
I can't imagine somebody not letting you back into a house, but I guess business is business, I suppose. Right. So what else is going on? Obviously, you're doing a tour right now around the country. Is that?
Yeah. I just started back up touring. I took about 3 months off, and I am starting back up. So not only is my current contract going to be ending in June, but to promote my new contract, which I can't talk about who it's with quite yet, but I'm going to be dancing every month and going back on tour. I typically, last year, I danced, every month. I probably danced 10 months out of, the 12 months in the year. So I danced a lot last year, and I really liked it. So I decided that I'm going to keep touring.
What do you enjoy more? Or maybe what's the benefits of each one, being in film or live stage performance?
Well, actually, I like to do appearances more than any of it because stage performances, I get beat up. You should see my knees. I was bleeding on stage last night.
What are you doing?
Crawling on my knees.
Just get naked and just let it be. You don't gotta. This isn't hockey here.
Yeah, it is, man. Yeah. And the Kings game was on last night, so I was a little.
What are you like simulating that you're a player watching the game while
I'm
you're
like,
stripping?
everyone shut up. I'm watching Actually, somebody wanted to dance, and I was like, excuse me, can you not? This was Tuesday, and I'm like, can you not see the game's on right now? It's the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Do they play tonight? The Kings?
No, they played Tuesday and they played yesterday, and we whooped the Sharks. So I'm sorry for all you Sharks fans out there.
All right, so no Kings game tonight. So you're absolutely safe to go to Blush.
Yeah, come to Blush tonight, and you'll have my full undivided attention.
That's awesome. Describe to me, give us a tease for the show. You're.
I have really cool costumes. I just get up there and I dance. I never was a house girl, but I just get up there and I dance and have a good time. I really like my costumes. I don't have anything crazy. I don't do magic. I'm not a cupcake magician, but it's a lot of fun, and I can talk for days. So if you want to talk sports and over a drink, don't be cheap. Buy me a drink, by the way, because I asked 3 people yesterday to buy me a drink, and nobody bought me a drink. So if you're one of those cheap people, do not even bother coming and talking to me. So I'm just kidding. Actually.
I would buy you a liquor store right now, and I know you have more clothes on than what you did for them.
Yeah.
Are you serious? They wouldn't. They came in the club. They wouldn't buy you a drink.
Yeah, and we were talking sports and everything, and then my drink was empty, and I was like, you want to
Mike, can you go get her a drink for us,
drink
please?
right now?
Be a team player.
And they were like, it was nice talking to you. I'm like, what?
What's your drink of choice?
Well, right now, since I am about ready to film a few movies, I am on a vodka soda trip.
Okay.
But it has to be Grey Goose pear. It's really good because you can drink it with water, and it's good.
I'm more of a rum and coke person, but vodka would be my second pick.
You know what though? Dark liquor has ruined
No.
me.
Actually, and some people might make fun, but I'm proud to say this. I love the coconut rum. Like if you go through the Parrot Bay or the Malibu.
I drank a whole bottle of that in high school, and I still can't even touch it. I want to vomit. It's
one of those things that's good to you can drink throughout the day. I mean, if I'm going to do shots, I think Grey Goose would be the best shot.
Oh, I don't do shots, because it hits you like a train. It does.
And obviously, we don't want to get your knees all bloody.
No.
That seems to be an issue.
My knees are important to me.
We'll leave the punchline for everybody else. The Brett Rossi on Twitter, BrettRossi.com. It's BRETT. She's at Blush tonight and tomorrow, 9th Street downtown. Talk to me about your video work. What? Because you kind of had that's kind of an interesting path going into it. Obviously, you modeled and took advantage of
I was a good girl.
Right. I mean, you took advantage of looking good, and the next thing you know, you're having sex on camera.
Yeah, it is kind of taboo. And the funny thing is that I'm completely normal outside. I don't hang out with industry folk really.
No?
No, and I like to hang out with my dogs. I'm a homebody.
I've seen a few Vine videos on your Twitter with dogs. Yeah. If
you look at my Vine, it's all about my dogs. Mm-hmm. My dogs are my best friends, let me tell you, because they don't talk back. And they appreciate everything you do for them. But I got really lucky, especially because the type of contract that I was offered, I was one of the first girls that this company Twisties decided to contract, and they originally were only going to contract the treat of the year. So Emily Addison and Taylor Vixen, they contracted them because Emily was the past treat of the year and Taylor was treat of the year, and I just got really lucky, and they were like, hey, you're really popular by the members. Do you want a contract? And I said, absolutely. So I've been all over all over the world. Mm-hmm. I mean, Portugal, Australia, Canada. Wow. I've probably been to 40 states. So I like the traveling aspect of my work. Filming's great too.
What's going on with the dogs while you're traveling?
Oh my God, you're going to totally make fun of me. My dogs go to day camp, and they also have a doggy hotel they stay at. And I'm seriously a crazy dog lady. You know how they have crazy cat ladies? It's all about my dogs. My dogs get the royal treatment. I can call up the place that they stay at, and I can talk to my dogs on the phone, even though I really think they hate when I do that. Because I mean,
I used to take my dog to a daycare, and they actually had like a live
yeah,
webcam.
like a camera,
so you could
yeah.
always check out.
And I make sure that they get like soft served ice cream or doggy yogurt or whatever when I'm gone. So, and I also have a ferret too.
You do realize you're setting the bar pretty high for if you ever. I mean, I don't know if you have a boyfriend or if you're married or anything, but you're gonna. I mean,
You have to like animals.
No, I mean,
sure.
no, I don't mean. I mean, I personally do, but I mean, you treat the dogs so well. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a bar. It's being set.
Well, you'd have to earn your ranks in my household.
Naturally, I wouldn't expect.
I actually had to buy a bigger mattress because my lab hogs my bed so much that I was like, I can't do this anymore. I get kicked off the bed by my own dog.
Well, please tell me you treat the dogs like dogs when it's time to have, if you're having.
Oh, yeah.
Sex. Okay.
Hello.
Well, I'm just getting a little bit nervous here.
They don't even get to stay in the same room. Are you kidding me?
I'm just making sure. I don't know. You they were getting first priority. I wanted to see if.
No. Sex
right.
is always number one.
Hey, I like it.
It goes sex and sports.
And then dogs.
Yeah.
Cool.
But if there's an important game on, don't interrupt me. Don't even think about getting lucky.
So can you? It's been a couple years, but it's still somewhat fresh. What was it like the first time you did? Like, do you remember your first on camera sex? What it was like?
Yeah.
Nervous?
Oh my gosh, I was so nervous.
Had you ever in your personal life ever been with girls at all, or?
Like once or twice before. It's totally different when it's on camera.
Sure.
And I remember it was with Kirsten Price and Sammy Rhodes, so two, veterans. And it was nerve-wracking because it was for Reality Kings. And I had they brought out this like strap-on dildo, and I'm like, whoa, I've never even used a strap-on. I mean, I didn't have an orgasm until I was like 18.